Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my next Let's Play of the Jak Daxter collection. So, obviously, I'm playing this on the PS3, and I'm going to be tackling the first game here today. Will I ever get to the second or third one? Honestly, we'll have to see. If I've already spoken my feelings towards the first three games in this franchise, but for any of you who haven't heard that before, I'll give you my very brief explanation. I love the first game. I don't much care for the second one, and I still have yet to ever play the third game, ever since its release. Anyways, so let us go ahead and move on to Jak Daxter. Alright, everybody, so this is Jak Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. What can I really say about this game is that, it's one of, I guess, the top three, Sony franchises that came around the same time period. Obviously, Jak Daxter, Sly Cooper, and Ratchet & Clank. And there's been multiple different, there's been a lot of things putting against all three of these franchises, saying which one's the better one. Sly Cooper. And yeah, so I mean, Jak Daxter I would definitely put in second place. Only for the first game, really. But anyways, let us go ahead and start a brand new game. Okay, so as you may know, I'm playing on with old 0%. I have beaten the game, obviously, on the PS2. I have beaten the game 100% on my original file, but I'm going on to my secondary profile on my PS3 to do my other Let's Plays. Anyways, let us get started.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco. One of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it, if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
This device
All
is a
right.
communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Thank you, Kira. Okay, so now we can actually start the game and hopefully not have that many intrusions. Almost 10 minutes of a cutscene there, ladies and gentlemen, but besides that. So, right now we're in the train area, we're going to learn how to fight and what collectibles are around. Stuff that I'm picking up right now is green eco, which basically acts as life. As you can see from the top left there, that is my health. You have 3 hits until you're dead. And what are these egg-shaped things?
Precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Yes, so these are precursor orbs. They act basically as currency. You're not going to be using them too much, except for obviously, as Kira said, for the villagers. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I was trying to get this was one place I was kind of confused with, only because there's some places where there's precursor orbs. I don't know, kind of stuck around in a couple of nooks and crannies. But alright, so let's just beat up on some dummies, get some practice on. So the combat's pretty simple, and I mean, hey, why make a combat system that's really confusing? So simple enough: square punches, circle kicks, X jumps, and triangle basically is like binocular thing, similar to a lot of games, but
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
So yeah, triangle is basically a binocular thing, similar to binocular comm in Sly Cooper, and I just sort of first-person view in Ratchet and Clank games. Before I get that, is there anything else I need to explain quickly? I just want that sort of annoying is that I never find myself using this, because when you're in this first-person mode, you can't move. You can just move the camera and that's it. So personally, I never actually found myself using it. But let's go ahead and grab this power cell. Awesome stuff. The following icon appears, your project is being saved. While this icon is on screen, please do not turn off the system. Okay. So now, what are in these boxes here? Well,
You found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
yeah, so these are scout flies that Kira has sent. Obviously, she just said this, but scout flies that Kira sent out. And if we actually get all 7 of them, there's 7 of them in each area. And we'll get into that a little bit more on how the areas get separated and whatnot. But once we collect 7 of them, we get ourselves another power cell. So as of right now, we have 2 out of the 20 power cells we need in order to continue on through our journey to try to help Daxter get his old body back. Let's go ahead and continue. And another thing too is this rolling move right here will probably be one of your best friends.
Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Yes. But this dodge roll, this roll move will be your best friend in this game, mainly for traveling around areas, because Jak is not exactly the fastest character, you would say. So let's go ahead and get on this Blue Eco, and this will break up, this will gather up any items near us, which can be a lot of help if we don't want to waste our time breaking each individual box.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Yes. Okay, and looks like we got a whole jet of Blue Eco over here.
That's a Blue Eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
So these are really important because you don't find some areas that are going to have these only in certain areas, and when you do find them, they're basically it's more or less a here's another power cell. It's more or less a signal that there's something important in the area. And once you get jump into one of those jets, you get a full bar on the bottom right-hand corner there, full meter of Blue Eco. And there are a few different other assortments of Eco as we continue through, but once again, we will get that. We will talk about that when we get there.
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of Eco. pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
Yes, I just explained that, but thanks for that. So, simple enough. So once you collect 50 of them, it stays that way, and that basically acts as a fourth piece. The high jump move too will also be, of course, another one of your best friends. I mean, you can double jump, and that's all good. This one basically acts as not only as a double jump in itself, but maybe even like a little bit. It seems to be even a little bit more than a double jump. All right, and actually, I know there's a way. Yes, so you pause the game, we can see how many orbs I've collected. Got all the power cells and all the scouter flies. So let us just continue. Now, here's the thing I was trying to get to. I know I missed some, so I have to now go ahead and find the last 6. Now, for anybody who has played this game, I don't know if you have the same feelings like I've had, but these are the 6 that I always, and I mean always, have problem finding. And I keep on thinking they're around like the beginning here. Let me just take a quick look around. Just honestly, there probably will be more than one occasion. You know, there really probably will be more than one occasion that I'm gonna have to look around and try to find where these last 6 are, or where the last few precursor orbs are. Oh my god, this is what I was talking about. This is the hardest spot to find. Okay, that's 3, and here's the other 3. Seriously, this is the most annoying spot to find. All right, there we go. I'll definitely need to cut that out. So now I'm gonna head on back to the switch. All right, and we are now back here. See, what did I tell you? Those 6 are the hardest to find, probably in the entire game. And guess what? They're at the beginning. Why? Anyways, let's head on back to the Green Sage Hut.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
Alright, so hey, does this plan remind you of anything? Yeah? Maybe another Naughty Dog game? Maybe? Okay. Alright, so now we can just go ahead and actually start off on our adventure. But I think for that, we should go on and talk with Kira down here.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Alright, simple enough. So basically, what we just got from Kira and the Green Sage, more or less is, I guess you could say, is our side quest. There's not really, I don't think there's really much of a way to really know Okay, yeah, so we got to unblock the eco harvesters for Sentinel Beach. We will get to that when we get there. But yeah, so we've got two different side quests from both of them. And but we also know that we have to help out the villagers here and get 20 more power cells. So how much? So let's see, what else? What else have I missed? Reasons for why I guess why I like this game. It's just always fun. It's just always fun. It's just a very colorful world, and it seems just like a very expansive world to travel through. Why I do not like the sequels. They add in guns. Just
Hey! It looks like
why?
flies are always in red boxes.
If you like Jak 2 and 3, I have nothing against you. I'm just saying I cannot get into those games. They add in guns, and it just does not. It just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel like the same game to me. Alright, so that way leads over to Sentinel Beach. I'm gonna actually we're gonna actually carry on and collect a few more side quests, talk to a few more people, and go off on a collecting spree. Because this game, along with, I just would say, I just would probably say a very big comparison to Banjo-Kazooie. How that game is just a collection hoard game. This is very similar and in the same vein. You're going to be going around collecting, for the most part, meaningless things, but, you know. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the start of this next Let's Play. And, well, we're just going to gaze off at Misty Island. So, once again, thank you guys for watching. Definitely let me know let me actually get my words out right. Definitely let me know how much you guys like Jak and Daxter. Give me some likes, give me some comments, anything that would help me with this next series. So for Jak and Daxter, we are signing off.